Hi, baby. Didn't think I'd see you here. Can you hear me? Hi, Cassie. Hi, Yvonne. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, everybody.
It's been a crazy, 3 weeks? Or has it been 4? I've lost track. It's been because Mimi moved out on the 3rd. I moved out on the
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
3 weeks. I couldn't find my cord that plugs in my camera, and I found some more, and I thought for sure one of them would be it. And so when I went to plug it in, it didn't work, and so I kept searching and kept searching. And that's when I put out there that I wasn't going live last week. And as soon as I put that out there, about 9:05, I found one that fit. I don't know why it was so hard, because it should have been, right there. But I still can't find my charger for my other iPad.
They were all in the box.
Brady's been wanting to watch it, and it's not charged. I needed to charge it over there before I moved, and I never did. So it's been dead for quite a while.
Well, they were all in that. All your chargers I put in that one box.
Well, let's let you know it's Tuesday. This is the first Tuesday back, though. Hi, Rebecca. Thank you. Hi, Bianca.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, it's been a mess, but
finally all set up now.
For
the most part, temporarily, anyways.
I went down almost half the size of the bedroom that I was in. And my closet, I lost more than half, because my closet over there was a big walk-in, and it just stacked full boxes.
It's little.
It's little. But Elizabeth and her husband are moving out, and so that was the bedroom I wanted anyway. And so when they get their stuff out, we're going to paint it, and I'm going to move in there. Hi, Claudette. Hi, Susan. Oh, yeah, I got moved over here that Saturday, for the most part. We went over Sunday and got some more. Well, the movers, they were so slow. I mean, it should have been in and out really quick, and it took them almost 3 hours to load. And we thought for sure, well, it won't take them as long to unload it. And they were slow unloading it. It was I can't tell you for sure if it is or not. I haven't spotted it yet. Look in here real quick. A lot of my little stuff just got thrown in
boxes. It should have all been in one box, because I packed all of your diamond painting stuff up together. All of your electronics were together.
Oh, look what I found. I found it, Jennifer. I need to find the magnet for it.
I haven't diamond painted since before Christmas.
Okay.
I've been doing other things.
Pokemon.
I've been playing video games.
When's your trip to Chicago?
Well, I was going to St. Louis, but it got canceled. And Chicago's not until this summer. So my 3-week trip, 2 weeks. I was going to go the weekend of the 27th to St. Louis for Pokemon.
And that got canceled too?
Got postponed because of the coronavirus. And so they're still going to have something going on that weekend for the Pokemon players who bought tickets who didn't get a refund. But like, I can't go to St. Louis.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to getting away. So that's not happening now. Boo.
So did you lose your money or did you get a refund?
No, we got a refund. There was a group of us going, and so one person booked the hotel room. It was an Airbnb. He booked the Airbnb, and he had until like next Friday, like a week prior to cancel to get the full refund. So he was able to cancel and get his full refund, and so.
Do you want to open up your birthday present?
Well, yeah, it's the only reason I'm here.
As y'all didn't remember, the 27th was Megan's birthday, and I'd ordered her present and it hadn't come in. So here's her present. She's behind me.
Do I get to open it on camera?
Yeah.
Do you want me to open it on camera?
Yeah. You come up here.
I'll come up there. I need scissors. There. You can see me now. I'm opening my birthday present. Scissors.
It's a diamond painting pen. But which one is it?
Is it the holographic one?
I can't get it out. Oh, Mom. That's so cute. It's holographic and rainbow and mermaidy and perfect.
Can you guys see it?
Can't really tell.
Here,
I can't tell my colors at all.
Closer to the camera. There we go. Purple and green. It's very mermaidish. Do 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 do. Isn't that cute? I love it, Mama. Thank you.
Should come with the card.
Yeah, we got it. Happy birthday, lady. I hope you like this. Love you. XOXO. Aww. Thanks, Mama. You're welcome, baby. Hugs. I don't want to be on camera because I look like poo today.
I don't even know if I brushed my hair today.
Look how pretty it is. I can't get over it. It's so pretty.
I'll get you back in the mood to want to diamond paint.
Yeah, probably. Okay, but I've been playing, like, not just Pokemon video games. I've been playing, like, my Nintendo Switch. I have a, the Switch. And so I borrowed a friend's game. So I've been playing Breath of the Wild, which is a Zelda game. And so it's just, like, completely consumed my life.
Sounds like it.
I mean, when I don't have customers in my store, that's what I'm doing. I'm playing video games.
You can play videos on your phone.
I can play video games on my Nintendo Switch at work.
Oh, you got it at work.
Breath of the Wild, Rebecca. The Legend of Zelda game, Breath of the Wild. Before that, I was playing Pokemon Sword, which I had already beaten that. I'm waiting on my boyfriend who has Shields to finish his Pokédex so I can finish my Pokédex. And now I'm waiting for the DLCs to be released for Pokemon because I already bought that. So that's going to be June and November. What do you need help with, Jennifer? You know I can definitely help you. Rebecca, it is an amazing, fantastic, beautifully, it's graphic, it's hard, it's very challenging, keeps me on my toes.
Thank you, Gail. Appreciate you being here. I didn't know how many I'd have show up after being off for, the 3 weeks. I had actually last Tuesday when I couldn't find the cord, I went on Amazon and just ordered me one. And as soon as I found that, when I went back into Amazon to cancel the order, and it wouldn't let me cancel.
No.
Well, it's Prime, so it's overnight.
Yeah.
So if you don't, with the Prime overnight, you have to cancel pretty quick. And I thought I'd canceled quick enough, but what I ordered wasn't what I needed anyway. I have no idea what the use for the cords are. It's like the single plug-in.
So you ordered the wrong thing.
I ordered the wrong thing, and it come with different ones because I thought, what did I do with this? Oh well. There. And with all kinds of adjustable ones, but they're the ones that's got the outies in them.
And you needed the innies? Or whatever?
See, I don't even know what these are for.
Let me see. Different. I'd have to look at your camera.
No, it's like a regular charger for like the phone, but it's a little bit different.
I don't think so. This is definitely a power cord, but you can adjust it because it's got all these different tips
Yeah.
you can use.
Yeah.
Like this looks like the one you use for the camera. You plug this in to the universal end.
I don't know. I don't think I'll ever use it. But when you return something, you have to pay the shipping back.
You can take it to Kohl's.
Oh, you can return it at Kohl's
You
now?
can now return Amazon things at Kohl's. I don't know if you still have to pay for shipping or whatnot
Well, I don't with Prime.
to return it.
But, well, with Prime, I don't pay to get it, but I have to pay for it to ship it back.
I don't know if you do.
And that it would cost more than what that's worth to even bother sending it back.
Well, you can always check to see if Kohl's will accept it.
Oh, it was crazy moving. The movers called me, or I called them like 2 days before the move, and I told them that we couldn't move in till after 12. Well, they called me back like the next day and said, we really need to do this in the morning. I said, well, she's going in at 11 o'clock and she's signing the papers and she can't move in till after that. And she's like, well, we get ready and we call them, and then it takes them forever to show back up. It takes 3 to 4 hours for them to load it up. Half the stuff gets left. I didn't go through and double check the apartment. And there was a lot that was left.
Yep.
And that we had to go. We made 2 trips over there the following weekend, and to finish up. And we didn't get it clean like we should have, but they got a nice little Kirby vacuum cleaner out of it, and a deep fryer that had hardly been used.
You guys didn't get the vacuum out?
Nope. Nope, never went back, and they were pushing me to get out over there because we were into the next month.
Gotcha.
So I just told her that I couldn't get any more done on it, that you consider us moved, and she told me to cut off the electricity, and called and had the electricity cut off. But it was 7, 8 o'clock Tuesday night before I got back here. I was tired, exhausted. I was worried about my mom because we got in there so late, and worried about her getting her medication and everything. But so far she's liking it over there. You know, it's adjustment for both of us because, you know, when we had something to say to each other, we just walked into another room and talked to each other. And, you know, I wanted to talk to her so much about things that have been going on. Now I have to pick up the phone. So I kind of miss that. But it's been kind of chaotic here, you know, with Elizabeth, the boys, you know, 2 dogs. There's a lot going on. The boys we put a lock on the door so I could keep the boys out, like from when I'm not in there. And I went to the kitchen. I went to fix something. I can't remember what it was I fixed, but I come back. Fixed my plate and come back into the room, or went to come back in the room, and the boys had locked the door. They were outside. They had locked the door and shut it. So I'm sitting there with a hand. I have a plate in one hand, my cup in the other. And so we finally took a key. Lee gave me his key. And now we've got it hanging about halfway up the door. That way, if they lock me out, or if they're here and I have the door locked, then Elizabeth and Lee can come in at any time.
That's funny that they locked you out.
Yeah.
Oh man. I'm tired.
But yeah, it was a mess. I still have things of hers that she needs, and
Like
I do
what?
that. But it's like now that we moved, everything is kind of put on hold. I've got her little step stool.
Yeah.
I've got her blankets.
Yeah. Forgot about those.
Yeah. And something else I can't remember. Can't remember it all.
It'll come to you.
But it's been a mess. I've babysitted almost every day since I've been here. But like I said, she got her another job, and so it's kind of part-time. But the schedule she gives me isn't what she works, so it's kind of hard for me to schedule anything for me with her schedule right now. I'm hoping once she gets going, she'll have kind of a steady schedule.
Yeah.
Because she did before. She worked there before. She had a pretty good shift, and they were pretty close to the same hours every week.
Yeah, they're just trying to get, adjustments and trainings and all that fancy schmancy stuff.
She said she dived right in.
Yeah.
She said the only thing she didn't know was the new sandwiches that they'd added since she's been there.
Yeah.
She's got them down.
Of course she does, because she's brilliant.
Yeah. My brilliant little baby. Them boys. Oh, man.
Rotten.
Rotten.
Yes, they are.
Oh, we got so mad at them earlier.
What'd they do?
Did you hear about it?
No.
He tore up his door. He was so mad. Elizabeth brains in cars and broke some of his models. He said they're strung out everywhere.
Oh no.
Yeah. Some of the models a friend gave them to him right after we got married, so he's had them for a long time. Some of the trains that I gave him for birthday presents and anniversaries and stuff like that, Christmas.
Oh wow.
Do you remember all his trains he had, all the model cars? And,
of course.
Yeah, he said they're strung out all over the place.
Out in the shed?
Yeah. Yeah. He said all that was hanging up or on the
How in the world?
shelves that they had gotten all them down.
How in the world did they do that?
I don't know. He was pretty upset, but I don't blame him. He's just not dealing with stress very good right now.
He's never handled stress very well.
I know.
He gets mad, he punches a hole in the door.
I don't like my setup here because my camera is way back here, and my computer is like this high up off the floor because the cable cords aren't long enough. So I have to set my computer up on a box.
You'll get everything figured out.
Yeah.
You'll get adjusted and settled and
Like I said, I've got the idea of when I get moved into the other room of hanging my TV on the wall towards the window
Yeah.
and putting my chair there with my table.
Mm-hmm.
And then between my chair and the closet, put this facing the door, kind of like I had it over there.
Mm-hmm. That might work.
Yeah,
That might work for sure.
yeah. I can get the camera behind me or side of me. Something. We'll figure it out. It's going to be a while before I get moved in. Um, they've moved like the essential stuff. They moved what they needed to get by.
The movers?
No, Elizabeth and Malachi.
Oh. Well, they're doing it. They're rocking it.
Yeah, slowly but surely they're doing it.
It's a cute little place.
Is it?
Yeah. I went over there Saturday because I had the car seat.
Yeah, is it upstairs?
No.
No?
It's a duplex. It's not an apartment complex. So it's like a divided house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it upstairs, downstairs?
No.
Huh?
No. It's like one house, like a one-story house. It's like they built an apartment and then like flipped it, reversed it, and then put it right next to it. So she's got her little living room, kitchen, backyard, 2 bedrooms, bathroom. People next to her is identical, just flipped.
Okay.
It's cute. I wouldn't mind living in a place like that. So.
Well, it's like we said this, and there's no kids moving back. Period. But that's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
As soon as one of y'all get in trouble or something.
Yeah. Because it's, what you do.
Hope everybody's happy for a while. We expect to have Jason here when he gets out. Until he gets on his feet.
Yeah, that's gotta be.
Yeah, a few more years.
Okay, Dee. We'll be here. She's gonna lurk.
That time for the kiddo. I didn't see you come in, but Heidi.
It's kind of a crazy hectic there when we first started. Everyone coming in saying hey.
Yeah. It was nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I said I had so much to talk about, and now that I got on, I just have forgotten everything.
You're like, I want to talk about this, and I want to talk about
Yeah,
that.
I had a lot to talk about. Now I can't remember any. I told y'all I need to start writing this down.
All I do is play video games and work. I mean, I told Robert that, because right now there's, my game, Breath of the Wild. Well, they're in the works of making a second one, and I told him that last night, and he's like, I want a divorce. Because literally, I spend all my time playing this video game. I mean, I've gotten good at, the last week, not just coming home and plugging it right in and going. I've actually been spending time with him.
Well, it's fine when y'all are playing together.
Yeah. But it's a one-player game. So.
I'm getting there. I think I'm about halfway. Yeah, I'm over halfway. Not much. I haven't diamond painted in 3 weeks. Well, yes, I have. A couple days ago, I sit down and I did some little fill-ins. When I thought I was going live and didn't go live, I sit down and had diamond painted. So I guess last Tuesday, I diamond painted some. But now Elizabeth's hours are so sporadic because she'll work days and then she'll work nights. Dad's burning the house down. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Fire alarm's going off. Hi, Tail Whip. We have an emergency going on here. My husband's cooking. I think he might have forgot about it. Come on. Not going on. There we go. To shut off in the main room before the other ones will. That's exciting. Fire drill. Did he burn it?
No, he just wanted everyone to know that he's cooking.
Oh my gosh. I tried doing that a while ago. I'm good, Tail Whip. Just a little crazy here.
He does this every time. You know, he's actually caught the stove on fire before.
I have caught the fire stove on fire where we had to call the fire department.
No, that was him. The grease fire. Where he actually caught the kitchen on fire. That was him. He was late. It was late at night. He was good.
My brother over the weekend said that she's sick and that she needed to go to the doctor. My brother called me. I was saying he poked his head in.
Called your brother.
Yeah, my brother. They called my brother, and he texted me and said, "Mom's sick. She needs to go to the doctor. I'm out of town." So I call her, and she goes, "I just got a cold." And so Monday they made her go to the doctor to make sure she wasn't contagious, and she ended up having a sinus infection. Well, if y'all remember, a week and a half ago, she had a tooth pulled, and it was infected, and they gave her antibiotics, and she just finished it Thursday, and the infection got up in her sinus cavity. So, yeah, so they gave her an antibiotic, but she wasn't contagious. Around and in a living center, you know, they got to be careful.
Gotta watch out for that coronas.
But it's nice knowing that she's getting fed 3 times a day. She's getting her snacks, and
She has her own apartment.
yeah,
She just has someone that.
yeah, they come in and they clean like every Monday, or laundry's Monday and they clean Friday, or vice versa. They clean one day a week, and then they come in and do her laundry one day a week. They go to Walmart every Monday, so she can go to Walmart if she needs anything. And, you know, she has morning doctor's appointments. I'll see her. We went the other day to, I hit the high button earlier.
You did not have it up on high. There you go. Is that better?
It will be. It's a ceiling fan, so it shouldn't affect y'all any. It's not like the other fan that I had on right behind me. It's pretty quiet. The grandbabies are awesome. They're rotten as ever. Said I've had to resort to putting a lock on the door, and then they figured that they could lock Nana out. So we had to find a way around that, which we did. Now if they come over and I'm babysitting, I put up the baby gate in the hallway where they have their playroom to play in my room. And I started off not letting them bring toys in here. That if they want to play, they can play in the bedroom. That lasted like 2 days. Yes, I got toys strung everywhere.
Of course you do.
I just don't have room for anything. So one toy on the floor looks cluttered. And there's like 10 of them in here. I have some trash to pick up. It's just so hard cleaning up after them. They can mess up faster than clean. Yeah, I'm gonna go pick out my paint for my bedroom. I'm gonna get two different shades of purple. I'm gonna do two walls in a darker purple, like a regular basic purple, and then do like a lavender lighter purple on the other wall.
Right.
Lee also, he's put in new countertops in the kitchen. I don't know if y'all remember, but I told him that he redesigning the kitchen and everything, and he still had to do the countertops. So he did the countertops over the weekend, except for one little section between the stove and the refrigerator. And he's got to get up, but it looks so nice in there.
It does.
Now
It's
we need
super
is the
nice.
floor, and that would be so nice.
Mhm.
And he made a center aisle for me, and they've got at Lowe's they've got a butcher block that would fit on there perfectly and use the whole thing as a cutting board. Like
Yeah.
I thought that was neat. I wanted it. I don't think he's so sure that he wants it or not, but
Yeah, I don't know if I would want an entire counter of a cutting board because I'm not going to use an entire counter of a cutting board. And even if you
you
do,
basically would want to though, because you would want to use your one side for meat and one side for vegetables.
yeah, but if it's a countertop and you can't flip it,
No, that's why you use half for meat and the other half for vegetables.
yeah, but you're not going to be the only one in there cooking, and not everyone's going to do that. So that's personally I wouldn't do it. Just
Maybe half of it.
not even that. I'll just stick with
I've got that
cutting
big
boards.
cutting board anyway. I hardly ever got it. Never got used by it. We were in the apartment because it was too big. We didn't have any room for it. It just stayed underneath the cabinet the whole time.
Yeah,
Of course, a lot of my dishes didn't get used over there. Just when you're in a cramped kitchen, it's just not fun to cook.
that's true.
I've dealt with a lot of big kitchens in my adult career, and it's hard to be in a small one because I was really big into baking and cooking, candy making. I used to make candy every year at Christmas.
Yep, sure did.
I haven't done that since my dad died. Now, y'all know my mom and dad don't celebrate Christmas, but my dad always got my first batch of peanut brittle. He loved peanut brittle,
Yes, he did.
and I was good at making it. And that's hard something to make.
You were really good at peanut brittle.
I was really good at peanut brittle.
I liked the brittle part, not the peanut part,
Yeah,
because I didn't like the skin or whatever the peanuts were on. So I don't know. I just did the brittle. I liked the brittle part.
but yeah, I'd make brittle. I would make chocolate mice. Y'all heard of um, chocolate mice? Have y'all heard of them? You take a Hershey's Kiss and a maraschino cherry that's got the stem on it, and you melt the flat part of the chocolate and stick it on the cherry to where the nose is the pointy part of the chocolate, and then the stem of the maraschino cherry is the tail. And then you take small bits of almonds and you stick them in between the cherry and the Hershey's Kiss for the ears, and then just red dots for their nose. They're fun to make. Elizabeth used to love helping me make them.
Yeah, they're super cute. You actually dip the cherry in chocolate.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's right.
what sticks.
Yeah, that's right. I dip the cherry in chocolate, and then stick the
Because I actually made some of those for my ex-family-in-law one Christmas, and they got a kick out of them.
Yeah, they're really cute. I was never really big into cookies.
I can get down on some cookies.
Huh?
I said, I can get down on some cookies.
I know you can, but that's nothing that I never, really did fix. Pies, fried pies.
I've lost 20 pounds on keto.
20?
20.
Cool. Are you still going to the gym?
No, I've been to the gym once. I don't.
Why?
Because I play video games.
Get off your damn phone and.
It's not a phone. It's an actual video game console.
Well, get off of it and go work out.
I know. Well, it kind of all started around my birthday. And I haven't really gotten back on it fully since my birthday.
What did you splurge on your birthday?
I got cookie cake on my birthday, and then I had Mexican, and then I had Red Lobster, and then and then I went Mexican and Red Lobster, and I went to the strip club, so I had a couple drinks.
All on your birthday?
No.
What strip club?
The one over off of Western.
That's a good one.
They've renamed it.
Oh yeah.
And they've remodeled inside. They got it's really nice. I was like, oh hey, this is kind of nice. And then, while we were there, a waitress was getting arrested. So I was like, all right, I'm ready to bounce. So
your Aunt Kathy took me there a couple times.
I got more attention than who I was with.
For some reason, the women don't mind rubbing up so much on the women. It's the men that they don't want doing it.
So it all spiraled from doing all of that. And today I forgot my food, and I was hungry, and I wasn't going to have anything to eat. So I had to stop and get non-keto breakfast to fill me up for the day. And then I had Taco Bell for dinner.
Yeah, you got to get back on track. You're going to gain that 20 pounds back really quick.
I know.
I've ate out so much here. We've eaten out almost every night because of him having that kitchen tore apart with Elizabeth and them moving. Never knew when they were going to be here or not. I've eaten out more here in the last 2.5 weeks than I had in the last 6 months. The apartment.
Yep. It's easy to do. Oh, I had Chinese too.
Lee's not like my mother and wants a hot meal every day of the week, but we got to get into cooking because I can't do this takeout all the time.
Gets old after a while.
It was. I mean, yeah, it got old quick. Sonic, McDonald's, KFC, Subway, Wingstop, exactly.
Sonic, McDonald's.
That doesn't really do
Wingstop.
McDonald's much, but Elizabeth does. But yeah, he went to Taco Bell the other night, and I haven't been to Taco Bell in forever, and they've got so much food there that I don't know anything about. They need to enlarge their menus. They've got so much stuff on there, the writing's too small. Who would have thought there had been that many different ways to do tacos?
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
I make a really good shellless taco.
Shellless taco?
Shellless taco for keto.
Just the meat and
brown hamburger meat. Season it with a little salt, pepper, a little garlic pepper, garlic salt.
Can you use like the taco seasoning?
You can. You just gotta watch because a lot of times they'll use hidden fillers and things like that. So I just actually mix it with salsa once it's done cooking.
Oh, okay.
To give it that kind of Mexican flavor. That way you don't have all the extra sodium and stuff too. So So I do that, and then I just I'll either eat that on lettuce, or I'll just put it in a bowl and mix sour cream and top it with a lot of cheese.
Are you still making your candy?
Yep, keto peanut butter cups. Sure do. I made a batch 2 days ago, actually. I haven't done the cheesecake ones in a while because I wasn't too fond of them. I don't know. It just didn't taste
They
right
just wasn't
without
quite
the
sweet
crust.
enough. Yeah.
So, but the peanut butter cups are,
Yeah, them were good. They were real soft.
yeah.
Of course, you brought them to me.
You had to let them thaw. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
they
keep
were
them in the
frozen.
freezer because the coconut oil makes them, runny.
Was your coconut oil, was it solidified, solid? Because sometimes cocoa oil will melt, and that'll ruin it.
Yeah, solid. And then I melted it with the chocolate. That's why I keep them in the freezer and then just pop them in my mouth from the freezer.
Elizabeth's got Brady playing t-ball.
Oh my gosh.
They were at the field this weekend. I told her, I said, I wish I'd have known. I'd have gone and watched. She goes, why? And I said, to watch them. T-ball and watching them youngest kids is so fun. As long as you can get the parents to shut up from yelling at the kids, they have so much fun. Brady's been enjoying it. Hitting the ball and running. And I asked him the other day about it, and he was like, I understood a couple words because he was like, run and hit and run and my glove and my shoe and dirt. I mean, he went on this real long story just jabbering. I just made out a couple words here and there.
They were in a tournament Saturday, and I went. And the first game was amazing. It was the best thing ever, seeing 3-year-olds play t-ball, because they're hitting it off the tee, and basically everyone gets to bat, and then they switch sides, everyone fields, and then everyone bats, and they do that twice. So they field twice, they bat twice.
Yeah, they don't keep score.
No, there's no point for them to do that. And it was fantastic. The first game was amazing, but then they had a doubleheader.
Oh, back to back.
And 3-year-olds do not have that long of an attention span.
No.
So the second game, it was like herding kittens, should I say. It was like herding kittens, trying to get them all to focus and pay attention and play this game. And they were all, Brady was done, Sawyer was done, and then all the rest of the teams both teams were done. Not the one we were playing, but everyone on our team, because we had just played,
Yeah.
So they were done at the start of the second game, and even the coaches were like, "We're almost done. We're almost done. We're almost done." But
why would they do that to 3-year-olds?
I don't know, but we did it, and
no pictures were taken. Didn't get any pictures.
I took pictures.
Well, you need to send me some. Sawyer was out there doing it too.
Oh God, it was so funny. They were in the middle of switching, getting their gloves and go back out in the field, or getting ready to bat. And Sawyer would grab Brady's helmet and bat and go out and hit the ball off the tee. And she's like, "Well, how do I tell him no?" I mean, he just wants. It was, oh my gosh, it was so cute.
Sawyer's going to be the athlete, I think. I haven't seen Brady play, but Sawyer just seems more of the brute type, and Brady, I think, is going to be the smarts. He's going to be the smart one, and Sawyer's going to be the athletic one. That's my opinion, anyway. I bet you Sawyer would have played if they'd let him.
Yeah, he would have.
Take after his nana. But yeah, I didn't find out about it till afterwards, and I'm like, oh, I wish I'd have at least been there for the first game. I said, you gonna let me know? Sawyer will be playing T-ball next year. She gets him and the 3-year-olds. Well, they do 3-year-olds and then 4-year-olds and then 5-year-olds. So they play T-ball 3 years now.
I don't know.
Because you play T-ball when you're 5, 6.
I don't know because I don't really know boys baseball.
Well, it's not much different than softball. One last person. So what has everybody been up to in the last 3 weeks?
Tell us something exciting. I'm going to send all these pictures to you in Messenger so you can actually get all of them at once. And I don't have to send 15 million pictures.
Okay, that'll work. Trying to think here. I had so much to talk about. So much.
Yeah, T-ball was fun. Robert's finally getting to see his kids this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
So we're going to get his kids this weekend. And I don't know what we're going to do yet, but
Party time.
I'm sure we're going to do something fun.
Yeah. Do you have any idea of what you're going to go do?
None. Don't know.
Do you have a lighter?
No. That's me.
Okay.
You might not want to do that on camera.
Not in camera.
Are you still doing physical therapy, Cassie? Welcome back, Jennifer.
Whew. My special medicine I get now doesn't quite help me as much as when I catch up. I had so much to talk about. So I was so excited last week thinking I was going to get to go live and up till the last minute canceled it. But there's so much I want to say. And now that I'm live, I can't think of anything. I mean, we had our move. It was a pain. It was a big pain.
I want to take a nap.
I'm going to take a nap.
I'm going to take a nap.
Okay.
No.
And I'll sit there.
I'm going to take a nap.
You don't need no nap.
Oh, that sucks, Cassie. I'm sorry. So, is the special medicine working for you, Mom?
Not as much as what I thought it'd be. I have to get a lot of it to get any relief out of it. So it's like I'm taking it all the time.
Yeah.
And to do it the way I need to for my pain, I couldn't babysit. I know they've got higher strands that help. They're more expensive. And we got a little more expensive one this time, and I've not noticed a difference.
Are you just going to one place?
No, I'm going to different places.
Okay. Well, yeah. I'll tell you the one I go to off camera. Off camera.
Oh. That's not illegal to talk about that. It's legal medication.
I know. But maybe not everyone wants to hear it.
That's true. Cassie, what about your pump? Is your pump helping you any? I know you said you finished your physical therapy, but yes, I actually went in and talked to the main doctor. There's nothing that he can do because, as far as they're concerned, I failed my drug test. There's no ands or buts about it on their part, and I can't prove them any different. So, the only thing that might happen out of it is she get wrote up for her HIPAA violations. But I sit there and tried to talk to him about that too, and he shut that down. He did not want to talk about that. He said that's different. We're not talking about that. I'm like, oh, okay. But I didn't report her.
You should
I
have.
just told him what she did
You should.
and mentioned to him, I said, she's been here for 6 months and I never had any problem with my drug test until she came in. Truth, never had a problem with it until she came in there. So, and then my primary care doctor, I called to schedule an appointment to get a referral to another pain med doctor. And she no longer, after the first of the year, takes straight Medicaid. You have to have something to go with it. So I signed up for Humanicare. So I got Humanicare with my Medicaid. So I need to call her and find out if she takes the Humanicare and schedule an appointment. I have a number to my mom's pain med doctor that I like to get into, but they need a referral. So I got to do all that to, get back on pain meds.
You don't need a.
Huh?
You don't need a.
You don't hurt like I do.
One drop once a day means relief that lasts all day.
Did you impulse that?
No, I didn't.
Okay, just hit play and mute it. Turn it all the way down. So that's where I'm at now. Thing is, with the pain med doctor, I'd have to be referred, and to be referred, I'm going to have to be clean. So I'd have to stop what I'm doing now. So I'm looking at a month of no help of anything because I'm not getting my what he gave me this last month was it. He's not. I'm no longer a patient of his. I told him thank you very much, but I can find help somewhere else. So. Well, that's cool, Cassie. I'm glad you're getting some results there. Yeah, that's what I meant, the spinal cord stimulating. They have these gummies that I really like. But there's only 10 in a package. And for me to get the relief that I need to, I have to take like 4 of them a day. And that's quite a bit.
That's insane.
I mean, they're $15 to $20 a package for 10 pieces.
And I take one of those pieces and I cut it in fourths, and that's still almost too much.
I take a whole one at a time.
I can't do that. I was messed up for 2 days because I did that. No. Mm-mm. Maybe you need a detox for it to actually work properly.
Yeah. Well, I finished everything now. I know, Cassie. I'll figure it out. I'll end up getting another doctor. I'll figured it out. It's like when I call them, once I get the referral and call them, I can check on that and ask them about it. Because some doctors don't mind if you test positive for marijuana if you've got your card. So I have to find that out, because if he doesn't, then I'll have to stop doing everything. And they said with the bigger size, the longer it takes to leave your system. So I'm looking at 3 or 4 weeks of detoxing of everything. I was, because I had called them to see if they were taking new patients, and they said, yeah, that they just needed the referral. Wow, these are a lot of pictures. What color is Brady's shirt?
Black.
Black. The other team's got neater uniforms. They even have pants. Do they have the matching pants?
They're the gray ones.
Can't even tell who's who.
Well, it's a baseball field.
Lining them up, shaking their hands, high-fiving them. Elizabeth just needs to put a black shirt on Sawyer and let him go out it. You did good. Is this Brady behind the plate?
Yes.
He was catcher?
Yeah.
You want him to catch.
She wanted him to catch.
She wanted him to catch. Well, didn't she catch too?
Yeah.
You and her both were catchers.
Yep. He's got the best arm on the team. He's best for catching.
The weather's been pretty nice. It's been high 60s, 70s, would you say? Yeah. It's been really nice. Really nice.
Yes,
Well, oh, yeah, we did get our snow. The last time we were talking, our snowstorm that come in that they predicted, we didn't get anything. And then I think that Tuesday I told you they were predicting snow like the next day or Thursday. We got about 3 inches of snow, and it stayed on the ground for about 3 days. Get this, I told y'all how Oklahoma freaks out. They closed school for 2 days because of that snow. 3 inches of snow.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Won't be long now. Won't be long now. Did I spill some garlic there? I don't know how I did that. I got some 310s on there that not supposed to be there. Yeah, that was cool. The boys got to play in the snow. They were all excited about it. They come in when Elizabeth was dropping them off. They come in, yeah, snow, yeah, snow.
I was so sick, and I could not get out and play in the snow with them. That's when I was sick. Oh my gosh, I had a really bad upper respiratory infection. And so she FaceTimed me, and I'm just like, oh, what a bad. This snow so bad. I was half tempted, even me feeling like that, running a fever and everything. I'm like, I'm going to go play in the snow with the boys. I wanted to play so bad. Because it looked like a lot of fun.
They had fun. I think Elizabeth helped them with the snowman, but it was a little one.
Of course.
But 3 inches of snow, you can't make too big with a snowman. But yeah, we got our snow. that's probably the one and only snow we'll get.
Nah,
Said
it'll
our
snow one
trees-
more time.
Our trees are budding and everything.
Give it a week or two and it'll snow.
Hoxatawny Phil said that spring's going to come early.
Okay, but we're gonna get one more snow.
You think?
I think. Always do.
I think they're done. I don't think we'll get any more. But they've called for a couple heavy ones, and we only got the one 3-inch. I couldn't believe the school shut down for 3 inches. Maybe the first day, but not the second day. I think did it rain yesterday? I didn't even leave my house yesterday. So, I don't know. Didn't it rain the last couple days?
I think it was raining. Yeah, yesterday. Sunday evening.
Can y'all hear my husband out there beating? He's I think putting up that other side of that cabinet counter. But he's done it in kind of a gray and bluish gray. And it's real pretty. It's lightened up the kitchen a lot. All we need to do now is the floor in there, and that'll be done. And then we want to do the floors in the front room and the hallway. I want to get carpet for my main bedroom. But I'm thinking my diamond painting stuff might end up in the boys' toy room where they play. But I'm kind of worried about that because I'll still be babysitting them. So if I do that, then I'll have to move their toys out of that room and not let them in there and just play in my bedroom. But I don't know. There's just so many different variables for us to figure out. Just a lot of ifs, this, when, and it has, Jennifer. It's been kind of hard not having my mama here. I was saying earlier that, if we wanted to talk, we just went and talked. And there's been times where I've wanted to talk to her about, a show or something that I've watched or heard, and she'll come talk to me. And so I kind of miss that interaction with her. Lee cooked supper tonight. That's I think the third time we've cooked since I moved in. Now I fixed breakfast up, a couple days. We didn't even have bread for like a week. But we were kind of waiting to get groceries because a lot of them groceries in the fridge are Elizabeth. So, we were waiting to see what she moves out before we did a lot of the cooking. And the chicken is what I brought over from the house, the apartment. So, yeah, it's been too long. It's been 3 weeks and everything has left my head. Hi, Marianne. How are you doing? Glad to see you here.
Now you need to start uploading more videos.
Yeah, I got to start making some videos. Yeah, I've got my table that I normally set my diamonds on over here, but I've got a shelf put up where I had the desk over the apartment, and I don't like that. So I know the setup will definitely be different when I go in. I left my little coffee table over there, and now I'm thinking I should have brought it. I don't know. There's just too many unknowns yet, not knowing when, Elizabeth and them's going to get their stuff out because that depends on when we paint. And he wants to change the door in there too. He's kind of wanting to soundproof everything. We got hardwood floors throughout the house. The only 2 rooms that's got the carpet is one of the bedrooms that the boys play in, and then the master bed. That's the only 2 rooms that's got carpet, so it's mainly all hardwood floors. So the sound carries in here really bad. Because I'm sure y'all's hearing him beat outside. And he's in the kitchen. It's not all that close. It will. It will. And it's like, I don't think I'm going to completely feel at home until I get my things situated. Most of my stuff is piled up in a box or boxes in my closet. My diamond paintings are to the back. I haven't been able to get to them yet. But tell Whip and Cassie, I will find it this week, and I promise you I will get it in the mail. I will dig them out, and I will get them in the mail. Get them wrapped, and if anything, send Megan money and have her go to the post office for me. Elizabeth's living in Norman now. She's got my envoy, so I can't just call her and say, hey, I need to go do something, because she'd end up having to drive up from Norman. So have to try to plan things.
Just give me
But
addresses.
now it's a pain in the butt because, with her schedule, she's wrote her schedule down, but she's only worked what's scheduled twice. The other time she either went in early or worked late, and day off she ended up working.
That's what happens.
Yeah, I think it'll be a while before I feel fully situated. Now I feel comfortable here. It's just a lot of unknowns for now, but I've got some of my stuff out. But see, here's the thing: part of me doesn't even want to get anything out. Hi, Christy. I don't want to get anything out because anything I get out, I'm going to end up having to move again. So I'm just kind of blah about my room. Just blah. Like I said, it's pretty much half the size of what I had over there, and half the closet, more than half the closet. Some of that stuff I don't use. Some of it was packed up in my closet that I hadn't touched in
2 years?
2 years, almost 3 years, and but I don't want to give them away. I had pictures of kids that I never put up when I moved because my mom had her pictures up. We did have a couple of mine hanging up, but some I forgot I'd made. I'd made a little. I can't remember what they're called. The little crafting boxes.
Shadow box?
Shadow box. I made a shadow box with Casey's obituary, and on her flowers that was on her spray, they had little different butterflies, different colored butterflies, and so I took a couple of them and put them in there, and
most of that is
there's
diamond
shadow
painting
boxes
stuff.
right there.
Yeah. Most of it's diamond painting stuff, though.
Yeah, a lot of it's diamond painting stuff. I've got some clothes that I'm hanging on to for my son.
Yeah, you got his stuff.
So I got, probably a box of his. But, yeah, I'm stuck. I'm kind of just torn between my craft. So anything I get out now, I'm just going to have to turn around and pack back up, probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks. I'm hoping she doesn't take that long to get everything cleaned up out of there.
You don't know her very well, do you?
Oh yeah, Lee said that he'll probably end up having to pack it up, and then she'll come get it. So that's what happened last time.
Mm-hmm.
She left her stuff laying around, and he packed it up, and then she came and got it. She's expecting him to do that again. I was hoping she'd at least clean the bathroom.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen either.
It should.
But it ain't. She's your child.
Well, she's my child, Darla.
You got to take full credit for that one.
I'm gonna take credit for all my kids. I like to see Elizabeth getting paybacks now with her kids. Payback.
Yeah, that's never going to happen with me.
Come on, one.
No, I don't want kids.
Just one.
Nope.
You girl.
Sorry about your luck, bro. I'm not having kids. I'm not adopting. I don't want to be a mother.
That's just a rough decision. I mean, I always grew up knowing that I wanted a family and have kids. I always knew that. And nothing against any women that don't want to have babies. I'm not saying anything bad. It just, I don't understand them not having that yearning to have a baby. You know, because it's a total different experience.
It's 18 to life, man. 18 to life.
Yeah.
Motherhood's great for some people. I thought I wanted to be a mom, but the more I got older,
You talked about being a mom for a long time.
yeah, but now that I'm older, I don't want children.
Now you're at the age to where you're responsible enough to where you,
Now I'm at the age that I'm responsible enough to realize that I don't want children. You know, I'm Aunt May. I'm fine with being Aunt May.
don't you think we need a little girl?
No.
I still have Elizabeth.
You have a girl.
Yeah, that I don't get to see. And I mean, at the graduation, I was asking her about her painting, and she didn't even talk to me about her diamond painting. Brittany jumped in and said something, so I don't think Brittany let her do it because she got sad after that.
Man, I'm tired.
I've been sick yesterday and today. I've been covering up and sweating and chills. Even laid down with the boys at nap. They got here about 10:30, 11 o'clock, and so I pretty much laid them down. And then they woke up after Elizabeth got here, so I really didn't have a lot to do today. They were easy. Played for 20, 30 minutes and laid them down. If I go in there and sit with them, they'll go right to sleep. But if I just tuck them in and tell them to take a nap, I'm in there all the time, you know, settle down, settle down. So it's easier for me to just stay in there and get them sleep. Elizabeth, the bed that we had over at the apartment, I think she threw away because I needed that for the bedroom, their playroom, for their nap, because Lee's taking Elizabeth's bed and switching it out,
Which is technically my bed.
which is, yeah, it's Megan's bed. So Lee's borrowing Megan's bed. And so I need a bed for the boys in the room, but I don't want to put a full-size bed in there, just a little toddler bed. But I think she threw it out. She's got one at her house. That don't help me here for when I need to put the boys down.
They each need their own little toddler
get them sleeping in their bed all night first and then work on getting them apart. First thing you need to do is take them binkies and throw them away. Yeah.
Hi, Tail Whip. But Jennifer, I have my salt and lime ready. I have my salt and lime ready. I am ready. Boy. I need a nap. I was up way too late last night. And I wasn't playing video games, believe it or not.
You weren't.
No. I got sucked into this stupid app. It's called TikTok.
Oh, that's where all the little mini videos are.
Oh my god, yes.
People doing stupid stuff.
Yes. I stayed up till 1:30 this morning watching
I had to take that app off because it always popped up and
It's so addicting.
It
If
is.
you get started, you'll never stop.
Jennifer asked if you're ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready, Jen. What did Toe Up send? Does anyone else watch some TikTok videos?
Oh, that's gorgeous. Is this the one you're working on? Look at that.
Ooh, pretty. I like that.
Y'all, how's the picture look? Is it too dark, too bright? Because I've got on every light here, and on the computer it looks dark. Over here on this one it looks fuzzy. That's so pretty, Juliet.
You know, I haven't even seen any of the new releases for Diamond Art Club.
They didn't have any this last weekend.
I haven't seen any of the new releases since like the new year.
They've had one for Mandy that I wanted. I wanted all of them, but the only one that she released lately was round. It was like that Jack skeleton thing from like Halloween.
Uh-huh.
It's like one of them pictures.
Oh, I'm looking right now.
My glow.
Oh, man.
Free like a bird.
Oh, love at its darkest. It's a Jack and Sally.
Is that it?
Yes. That's so cute.
It's the only one out that I would want to get because it's round. The only round. Everything they've released in the last couple months from Mandy has all been squares except for like two.
Oh, she found love in a frosty place. Kristoff and Anna from, that one movie.
Huh?
Mandy's new pieces.
Mm.
Make a wish and take a bite. The new Snow White. Did you see that?
Yes, I seen that you had finished Elizabeth, Jennifer. I want that one so bad. But it's another big one. And I told myself I'm not working on another big one right away. Oh, I like that. That's square though.
Okay, you do squares. They take a little longer, but
I don't like square. They make me anxious and I think my main problem is I'm just kind of burnt out on the big ones. I need to do some small ones. Get back to rolling like I was. Because I haven't made the time that I needed to here lately. But, I've had good reason. I've been moving. And my girls, I couldn't have done it without Elizabeth and Megan. They pretty much moved me by themselves. Well, Lee come over and helped. But it was basically Lee
Me
and
and-
Megan.
Me and Dad.
Elizabeth got a bad back. Plus, she had the boys there. So
She
anytime
could only
she
do
walked
so
out,
much.
they cried. So I think she took one load out on the dolly, didn't she?
She walked out with us, and she kind of helped lift some of the lighter stuff. I mean, she helped.
Yeah.
She helped where she could,
Yeah.
and she really wasn't in a lot of pain that day. So it's completely forgiving. So I picked up the slack.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't have done it without them. Mama couldn't have done it without them.
I'm not
they come
moving
over.
anyone for a while. Just remember that.
Didn't we tell you we're going to put the house up for sale? We're going to move out of town.
You're hiring movers. Deuces. I'm thinking about moving to Edmond.
Why?
I work there.
What about him?
He works there. We both work in Edmond.
Well, why don't y'all move to Edmond?
Well, our lease isn't up.
When's your lease?
June?
Have y'all looked for anything?
No, not till June.
Well, you can start looking now.
Well,
Find something you like that.
it'll be gone. So it'll be gone. What? That's
Well, the apartments or duplexes there.
No, it has to be a house.
Why?
Because it has to be a house. Neither one of us want to do apartment life or duplex life. We don't like people.
Having to get used to the dogs. Not used to the dogs. Somebody come up to the door or something, they'll start barking. Elizabeth still has her dog here. She's got to get a leash on him before she can take him over there.
So if I just, tapped on the window, the dogs would go nuts.
I was watching TV the other night and there was a knock on the door on the TV and the dogs heard it in the front room and started barking. They were barking at a knock on my TV.
Yep.
And my husband's TV is right against this wall, so I can hear his TV going. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I can hear it. Well, you'll get it eventually, Whip. Aren't they just quarantining everything before it gets shipped over? Isn't that the new procedures from over there?
That's probably why I haven't gotten some stuff I ordered on Wish. I'm like, man, it's been a hot minute.
You still order from Wish?
Yeah.
What do you order?
Mainly jewelry. The knockoff jewelry.
Yeah.
I got some.
Never see you wear jewelry.
My earrings,
Yeah.
my body piercings, my nose rings, my tongue rings, my ear studs. All of it's from Wish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't ordered from them in forever. Well, I ordered the wrenches though. That turned out to be the wrong wrenches.
But you're gonna use anyways.
Yeah, we're gonna try doing that. I found the wrenches. Now I need the glitter. Gotta find the glitter.
You packed all that stuff up.
Well, it's here. It's just inside that closet in some box. I can't even find my blanket. I haven't even used a blanket. I've used my towels the last couple nights to cover up in.
Mom.
I can't find my blankets. I got Mimi's in the wash machine. I need to throw them in the dryer. And find my blue blanket and get it washed. But it was one of those days I had to lay flat, so I had to get in bed. And it felt good to go to sleep in a bed.
Yeah.
But my chair would be okay if it wasn't broke. Wouldn't have a problem with it. But it's broke. I've got a box keeping the foot up because the foot part's broke.
It's because you flop.
It's when I had that infection on my shoulder. When I was pushing on the feet rest to set up, I bent the bracket. And then that weakened everything. And then the bar from the footstool started coming off when the boys started climbing up on it. Because the small board is completely off of it.
Yeah, I noticed. I've lifted it up a couple times. I'm like, oh, hey, yeah, that's a little broken there.
I've got quite a few 310s done tonight. So I'm getting something done.
Jennifer, I'll look for our blankets after we go live, after we get off here. Because I'll make too much noise.
Won't make too much noise.
Huh?
Won't make too much noise.
Me searching through your boxes looking for your blanket.
Oh. I don't know if it's packed. It was on my chair. I don't know if it was thrown in a box or if it was.
Did it get left in the envoy?
I don't know.
What? Why haven't you asked Dad for a blanket?
Because his extra blanket's at Mom's because the movers didn't bring her bed clothing, remember? And that night we had to take her one of Lee's blankets so she would have something to use.
Okay, he's got more than one blanket, right?
Well, he told me he didn't have any, so. Yeah, every time I start talking about something, I remember stuff about the move. But yeah, the movers didn't get Mom's blankets or her pillows. All that was left that we had to go back to get. They left her little. She had one of them boom boxes from back in the day. You know, it's got the tape player and the radio. They left it, and the boys got hold of it and broke it. And I told, it needs washed. That's not my blue blanket.
Whose is it?
That's mine.
Okay, but you can't find a blanket when they're in the living room. You just need to wash them.
Well, that's a heavy one though. I need a light one. My light blue blanket. I need help. I've got 2 blankets in there that need to be washed, but they're the big comforters. And I don't really need a big, thick comforter on my chair. So I have like one of them Walmart real soft blankets, like a throw blanket. Got one of them that I love. I use, and that's the one I can't find. You too, Jennifer. Right there. No, that's Elizabeth.
Oh my. Well, you can use it because she ain't gonna come get it.
That's true. I just need to wash it. Is that blue blanket not in that laundry cart? Okay. Does anybody go to the laundromat and do laundry? I have, you know, the laundry carts that are in like a laundromat. You know, it's a metal cart. It's got like a square tray, and then it's got a bar that goes up and then comes over to where you can hang stuff up. One of those contraptions. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
We've got one that we use over the apartment, but we don't need it now. So I'm looking at getting rid of it. If any of y'all want it, say something. I don't know how we would ship it out, but I told Elizabeth to put it on Facebook and try to get $20, $30 out of it because it's like brand new. Put my diamond paintings in it. You know, if I was in that big room, I could actually do that. I could actually do that. It's got that bar. I could get like my clips and hang out a picture that I'm fixing to work on. You know, make it straight before I work on it. Yeah, maybe I'll keep it. Oh no, it'd be hard to ship it out to any of y'all. If you put it on Facebook, it would be come get it as is. I mean, we bought it on. No, it's like blue
So-
and white squares. And
So I found like how many blankets now that you have readily available to you?
they're not mine.
This is not your blanket?
That's my blanket, but I don't use that because my mom crocheted that for me on. They gave that to me on as a wedding gift. That was a wedding gift. I don't use that. She crocheted. I was big into angels, and she did this kind of turquoise blue Afghan type blanket, and in the center of it's a white angel. She made that for me when me and Lee got married, almost 30 years now. Said I've been a Spoonmore longer than I was a Reeves. You know, when you first get married, it's kind of fun using your new name and everything, and then you think, oh, I really miss my old name. But then, you know, that's one of the first things I did when I got married is I went and got my license changed and my social security card. I did all that. But then a week of us being married.
Yeah, I did too. She sent you her snack?
You sent me your snack.
Or slash the stash? Let's slash the stash.
It's a group where people are putting on there, giving away paintings that, you know, if their stash is too big, they want to get rid of some.
Oh. Like completed or just
Ooh, I like that picture. Love the colors. Look,
that's pretty.
what is it, Jennifer?
Looks like a mandala.
Yeah, I seen your video on Elizabeth and your final painting of that. That was just so beautiful. I sit and watch Stitcherista do hers too. And you and her are the only ones that I think I've actually watched. I know a lot of people out there's got it. They just haven't done it yet. Well, I've done Elizabeth.
No, you haven't.
I haven't done Elizabeth.
You're thinking of Elsa.
Okay. Yeah, I need to get my paintings hung up, but again, changing rooms, so I don't want to get out a lot. Yeah, the move that we thought was going to cost about $300 doubled that. Cost almost $600 to move her. And then they left all the crap there. And that's basically my fault. I didn't do a walkthrough with them. If I'd have done a walkthrough with them, we'd have gotten everything and it would have been all good. But they charged us $75 for gas. Now, mind you, the apartment we were at and the apartment she moved at was 7 miles. So 14 miles. Let's be over compensated here and say they drove 20 miles. $75 of gas. That's like a full tank for them. They, you know, I don't get it. And then they charged us like $75, $80 for the packing tape that they used.
Really?
Yes, packing tape.
But then they ended up stealing from Mimi, so
They used some plastic wrap on the couch and love seat, or her chair in the love seat, and they charged $75 for that.
Hey, whatever
Oh my God.
ended up happening with that?
Huh?
With Mimi's checkbook?
Oh, nothing. Last week, it's on the weekend. It was late. It was after 10, 11 o'clock. Elizabeth was in the front room. I was in here. And somebody started knocking on the door. And Elizabeth was kind of afraid to answer it because, it's dark. Lee's already in bed. He's in the back of the house. I come in there and we answer the door, and it's the cop. And they had picked up a guy that had my mom's checkbook. It wasn't her regular checkbook, like out of her purse. It was just a regular checkbook that she hadn't used yet. And so they found this on this guy. And he gave us the name, and we didn't recognize it at all. And so we had to go get my mom the next day. And at the time, she didn't have the phone yet. So anytime something happened, she had to go call me, or, I had to run over there and do something. It was a mess. But picked her up, took her to the police station, only to find out that they let the guy go before she even went up there and got her checks. And we told them that the only persons other than us that had access to that was the movers. So I don't even know if they gave them a call. But yeah, that's gone on. See, I did have all this stuff to say. I just jumping around saying it. Yeah, but anyway, we got that situated. But it made me mad that they let the guy go without finding out how exactly he got them checks.
Did she get her checkbook back?
Yep, she got it back. We had her check her bank account and make sure, no surprise check had gone through. And it hadn't. And that's true. He could have. He very well could have wrote them down. I don't know. The movers are the only guys that had access to that. She said that she tore up all of them because it was our old address. She's going to need to order more. So she had tore them all. And she said she thought she had got them all. So either somebody went dumpster diving and found the one book she didn't rip up, or one of the mover guys got it. So that's true. He could. All you have to have is the numbers. If he remembered to write down the date and the code on the back.
Yep.
You don't have to enter a security code or anything with PayPal. You don't have to have a PIN number. Only if you use a credit card. So yeah, that happened. A lot of little stuff has happened. A lot of it's just been crap after crap after crap.
Pretty much.
She called Cox to get a phone over there, and they kept telling her that Cox would call 3 hours prior to them coming out, and they never did show up. And so she went and talked to the lady, and she said, "Oh, you're supposed to call them." So she calls them, she sets everything up, and then she gets to the end where they go to do the confirmation of it. Well, she's at the nurse's desk using the nurse's phone, and it's over the counter. They've got a counter, and then their desk is lower. She couldn't reach down and hit the numbers to confirm it. So she tried calling them back. The lady at the nurse's desk got upset and said, you can't use that phone like that. So she ended up going and borrowing one from her neighbor, and was on there for an hour with them, trying to get everything set up to get this phone. And they were supposed to show up like the next day. and they didn't. And so she just called them and canceled it all. She's like, screw this. So I took her last week to AT&T because that's where I've got my tablets through and my phone. And it's her account. I mean, it's all my bill, but her account. And got her cell phone. They didn't have the cell phone she wanted, so we had to go to Walmart, and we got the AT&T phone there, and then we took it back to the AT&T store and had it activated. So she's got a phone now.
Is it a cell phone?
It's a cell phone. It's a little flip phone.
Okay.
You know, she won't go texting, and the other phones are just too hard for her to use. She knows the flip phone, so
Right.
she knows how to do contacts.
The reason I ask is because Jason's been trying to get a hold of her, and it's saying that she can't accept collect calls.
It's something on her settings that she has to change, isn't it?
I don't know. You can always contact AT&T and find out and say, hey, can you allow collect calls on this phone? So, yeah.
Huh. I'll have to tell her that. See. We, I put in a movers for the cocks. I was going to move the cocks over here. Well, Elizabeth was here, and I was helping Mom move. So I was with Mom when they came. And he had called me before he showed up and said he's on his way. And I said, well, I'm not going to be there. I said, my daughter's there. And he says, you have your equipment? I said, I have it with me. I can take it over there. And he goes, no, I don't need it. And I said, okay. So he came and hooked it up and everything. Well, when I got home, I went and looked for all my movies, and my movies were gone. So I called up and talked to them about it. And they said, well, your movies are on your old box. You got the new equipment, so you're not going to see your movies. And I'm like, that's one reason I put in for the move, was so I could keep the movies, because, you know, I've got $150 to $200 invested in these movies. And so they told me to hook up the old equipment, disconnect the new equipment, and call them and have them switch out, you know, deactivate one and activate the other. So we do that, and they get the receiver switched over, but then the internet's not working. I'm on the phone with them for an hour, and I get disconnected. He was like, I fixed the receiver, now I'm working on the internet. I'm going to put you on hold. The next thing I know, I'm hung up on. I look at the phone, and it was 57 minutes and 15 seconds. And then I called back again, and then I get somebody that's in billing that can only reset the receiver and all this, and she's trying to tell me that I'm not on Mom's account, and I'm the only one that's ever talked to anybody at Cox. It's my mom's account, but everything on there is supposed to be what lost my train of thought.
Talking about Cox.
So she can't do anything for me because I'm not the account holder, and that's fine. I call back and talk to somebody else, and I'm on the phone with them for an hour. And she's like, well, you got to have a different router for that. And I said, you know, just send me to whatever department you need to so I can have this disconnected. And so she goes, that's our resolution department. Let me get you transferred. She transferred me, and it hangs up on me. So then I call back, and then it's telling me the store's closed. So then they're not even taking phone calls. So I have to wait the next morning, called them 3 times before I got transferred to the right department. And of course he comes on, well, how can I help you? Well, you can start by cutting this crap off. He says, what's going on? I said, you've got notes there. I said, read the notes. And then tell me why you think I'm cutting it off. He read them, and he's like, I'm sorry. He didn't even offer me anything to stay with them. He knew it there was no keeping me. So I had it disconnected. I got to get the equipment returned. So I'm on Lee's internet, and it seems to be doing good tonight. So It's holding up pretty good.
Yeah, that sounds a little bananas.
Yeah, it was nuts. It was crazy. So now I don't have that Cox bill, so that saves me quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
Lee's got AT&T Universe, and so they're don't have the app to where I can watch Netflix on it. So I can't do that.
Where's my Fire Stick?
I don't know. I thought that was it, but I tried hooking it up and I don't know where it goes. Because you kept saying you had it, and I kept asking you, where's it at? How's it work? You never
Plugged
did
into
answer
the
me.
TV.
Huh?
Plugged into the TV.
We don't. I was going to, just because, so I could keep my Cox, because I really like Cox. I had used his until for a couple days, and I really just didn't like it. And I'm not too thrilled with it, because they're on demand. You still have to watch the movies with commercials, or on demand. If we missed a show the day before, we could watch it like the day after. Like Survivor comes on Wednesday. If I missed it, I could have watched it on Thursday. And I missed The Masked Singer this last week, and that upset me because I hadn't had it set to record.
Uh-oh.
So I missed last week's elimination. And then tonight, I think, or is it tomorrow night? It's tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night for Masked Singer.
I just thought that with my own internet, I wouldn't have a problem with my lives, but I'm not having a problem with it now. Yeah, I could watch it on my tablet. I don't. I've got such a big TV. Megan's got a Fire Stick. I'm going to have her see if she can't put it on and figure out how to use it before she leaves tonight.
Well, I better get on that because I'm tired. I want to spend all night over here.
I don't know what it is. It's called a Fire Stick, and it helps you get the TV apps. Because on Cox you had the remote that would take you to the app section and pull up YouTube and Amazon and Netflix and Hulu and Disney. No, I hadn't gotten the new Disney yet. They hadn't downloaded the Disney one yet, but had access to them all.
Yeah, that's it. You only have one HDMI port on here?
I don't know. Can you plug it into the Cox box? My lap, and then I end up having to put cartoons on, and before you know it, I've got two babies up there watching my tablet, so I finally give it to them and say, watch it in the chair. But I haven't even charged the one that I let him watch. I got a bowl over there full of chargers, and none of them fit my tablet. But I got another box in my room, I believe, that has like 5 or 6 of them in there. I got so many. I keep telling myself I'm going to go through them and throw them away. It's like, okay, well, I want this one as a backup.
Do you have a power strip?
Yeah. One of these. Or I got this. 4 plugins in this room, so I've got quite a few that I still have to use, especially on my easel. I've got to have a power strip because I've got my light pad, my tablet, and my 2 lights. So that's five just here.
Is this the TV remote? Or is that's for Cox? You only have the one remote for the TV?
Yeah. It'll work.
You got your own Netflix login, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You should.
Okay.
You know my password, don't you? It's on. Same as on my.
Yeah.
Yay! I'm getting Netflix back. There is a show on the Cox or the universe here that I get that I didn't get over with Cox, and that was the series Heartland. And I think I talked to y'all about that. That was the girl that trained damaged horses, you know, traumatized horses and stuff like that. And they're showing it, and they're right at where I left off. So I'm hoping they'll show the next 2 seasons because I haven't seen season 13 and 14. Or 14's coming out this year, or 15, something like that. I don't remember. But I get that show on Uverse.
Where's the remote to the TV? Because I need to change the input. TV input?
There's a couple of remotes. Could this be it?
Talk to your people.
Oh, I'm sitting here watching her do all that. Hi, Allie. How are you doing? Just catching up on my big move and the crazy 3 weeks it's been. It's wild. Yay, she got it. I can watch Netflix now. Yes, exactly. Now, anytime I would be looking for my phone charger, I'd find that iPad charger or that tablet charger, and now I can't find that. Yeah, it's with my blanket. But I do have 2 big comforters. It's just I don't need a big comforter.
I found like 6 blankets. She's got blankets.
They're not my blankets. I got the 2 comforters, and I have that other light blue blanket wherever that's it. That's what I need.
Found you some blankets to get you warm.
Yeah, I sweat too much. I'm really not. Just the security of having my feet covered up. I at least have to have my feet covered up. You know, like that. I can't have my feet hanging out of the blanket while I'm sleeping.
I have to have one leg out.
Hey, it's 2 towels. It's 2 beach towels. I'd wrap one around my arms and the other long ways. So I had my arms covered and my feet covered. It's quite a sight. I had to lay down today. That's how bad I felt earlier. And it felt so good to lay down. The
Don't pay attention to the TV.
I'm just losing my train of thought. It's completely gone. having a hard time concentrating. But yeah, it's 10 o'clock, guys. I swear, I promise that I'm going to start writing this stuff down to where I don't forget it. Because there's so much that's happened in the last 3 weeks that I didn't get to.
But you can't remember.
But now I can't remember it. And, you know, just talking through some of it helped me remember, you know, Megan helped me remember the police coming to check on them checks, and with Elizabeth and them moving out, and it's just a mess. I feel comfortable here. I just, I want things situated. You know, I know I'm not going to be in this room, so I don't want to really unpack a whole lot.
Jennifer.
What'd you say?
I'm just not catching up on the chat where she said the remotes with the blankets.
Oh.
Oh.
I will get there. I will get there. Like I said, I'm still recuperating because it was a mess with me moving that Saturday and her moving Tuesday. It was just a whirlwind of activity, and I couldn't help out a lot. Moving out things. One of the last things we loaded up was the wheelchair because I had to find a place to sit because I couldn't stand up all that time. I was cleaning the kitchen, so I'd clean on it for a few minutes and I'd sit down and I'd get back up and clean on it again, sit down. You know, it's the only way I have a chance to get anything done. But yeah, guys, it's 10 o'clock. I'm going to get off of here. Yay, I'm glad we're back. I'm glad to see everybody here tonight. So, if y'all need anything, y'all can message me. If not, I hope to see everybody next Tuesday. All right?
Bye, y'all.
Good night, guys. My screen thing's not working. I can only do it with the